What to do when you bought the wrong property. Hey guys, Gary here. I get calls from people in the past few years from people just saying that they bought the wrong property and they're asking me for advice. And the first thing I ask them is, are you working with another realtor? Who helped you buy this property? Tell me your story, what happened? And often they go into this long storytelling scenario where the realtor pushed them or pressured them and they bought the wrong property. So now they come to me and they're saying, Gary, I want to work with you. Can you help me? And often they feel really discouraged and hopeless, and they feel like they're stuck with this property that they bought. So today I want to share that there is hope. There are a couple of ways to deal with it when you have bought the wrong property. Number one, rent the property out. So you bought the wrong property, but you still have a mortgage to pay. So get some tenants in to help pay for your mortgage, and then figure out what you want to do regarding that property, regarding the asset. What do you want to do with it? When I talk to my clients, number one, rent the property out. That's a clear goal, clear plan. Number two, you could sell it. You could sell the property. When clients come to me and say they bought the wrong property with another realtor, and they come to me and I say, so what do you want to do? What kind of property did you want to buy? And they explain the kind of property they wanted to buy. And I said, okay, let me help you buy the right property that's for you. And then we can go through a buyer consultation. I can walk them through my 5-step system called the real estate acquisition formula and figure out what their needs are and figure out what their short and long-term goals are. And then discuss with them what works and doesn't work for them. Number three, many of them have bought the wrong property, and if they want to sell that property, they're going to lose money. So if they bought a $2 million home or $3 million home, if the market's down, they might have to suffer like a couple $100,000 loss if they bought the wrong property at the wrong time. Well, obviously, if the market's good and the market is going up, then yeah, you sell it and you'll make some money. But if the real estate market is down, they can always sell the property, lose a couple $100,000. But my thinking is, how can I help them to minimize their loss and then use the money that they've saved and invest it in something else that will make up for that loss? So that's where I come in and I tell them, well, sure, if you sell this property, you're going to lose $200,000, $300,000. But let me help you with the money that you sell this property for. How can you make that $200,000, $300,000 back? And that's where I come in and I tell them, well, these are some properties that you can buy. Here are some cheaper assets that you buy, that if you buy these properties, they will appreciate in value and benefit you and make up for the losses that you've made on this wrong purchase. But some people get caught up in, they bought the home for $3 million or $4 million and they're like, I'm going to take a $500,000 hit or $300,000 hit, and they just hold on to that property. They just say, well, I'll just wait for the market to go back up. And it could be 1 year, 2 years. And instead of thinking like that, imagine if they sold their property, they lost $300,000, $400,000. But while the market's down, I help them buy some cheaper assets and then wait for that time, maybe 1 or 2 years, when the market's up. Then they have 2 or 3 or 4 properties that will have appreciated in value, that will make up for the loss. Instead of holding on to that $4 million home, waiting 2 years, and then selling it. And they might just break even. They might not even appreciate. For example, they buy a $4 million home. If they sell it now, it's $3.5 million. And they might have to wait 2 years for it to sell at the price they paid for it. So they bought it for $4 million. And if they sold it right away, they would sell it for $3.5. But if they waited 2 years, they would sell it for $4 million. So 2 years later, they broke even. But in that 2 years, if they listened to me and they bought cheaper assets, the ones that I strategically tell them to, and in that 2 year time, they would have made money. And potentially they may have made maybe up to $500,000 worth of appreciation, or even more. And then they would have 4 assets, as opposed to holding on to that $4 million home. 2 years later, they sell it for $4 million and they have 0 assets after 2 years. Number 4 is what I just talked about. You can live in it, wait for the market to go up, maybe a couple years, and then you can flip it at that time. Obviously, if it's a good market, you might not have to wait 2 years. You might have to just wait 6 months or a couple months or a year, and you can sell it and make a profit. But if the market's down, you have to wait for it to catch up. So in the meantime, just live in it and enjoy it, right? Those are the 4 choices. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.